Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to GoUpstate.com's Friday Night Preview. I'm Ashley Stevens, and we're here with Herald-Journal sports writer Jason Gilmer. Believe it or not, we're already in Week 6 of Friday Night football action. So, Jason, Union County had lost a tough one last week in Clinton. How do you think they'll respond to a game against winless Eastside?
I think they'll respond quite well, to be honest with you. I talked to Coach Lipsy earlier this week. He said the big thing about that game was they didn't hand out the region title last week. They have a couple more weeks to kind of get back in the chase, and going to Eastside or having Eastside come there will be a great way to kind of get a win on the books and then kind of move on into region play.
Right. Well, we'll look forward to that. Well, there are 4 local games this week featuring just local teams. How exciting is that?
Oh, it's great. I love region play because you get to see some good inter-county rivalries, and this week we've got a lot of them, and you should get some great games out of that too.
Oh, well, let's talk about each of those games, starting with Chesney traveling to Broome. What do you think, Jason?
Well, in the past 2 years, Broome has really dominated Chesney. They've scored 128 points against the Eagles in the past 2 years. That may not be the case this year. Chesney's offense is really rolling. Broome, on the other hand, hasn't got that offense clicking yet. So if Chesney wants to give a little payback, this may be the chance.
Okay. Well, Spartanburg picked up its first win last week, but they go on the road to Burns. How tough of a challenge is that going to be for the Vikings?
That's a tough challenge for everybody. Right now, Burns has won the 41 straight games at Nixon Field. They've won 5 consecutive games over Spartanburg. I think Burns can come out and make another good statement after getting a win over Dorman last week. They play another county team and can probably do the same thing.
Well, Jason, Chapman travels to Woodruff after a big win last week by the Panthers. Do you think the Panthers can stall the Wolverines this week?
Well, the guys made fools of me last week when I said they couldn't stop the run in Chapman. They did it last week against Palmetto. Now they're going to have to do it against an even tougher Woodruff team. I think it's going to be a big challenge. I was up in Inman yesterday talking to some coaches and everything, and they're really excited about the game, and they're looking forward to it. Okay,
well, lastly, Jason, Boiling Springs got beat last week, but this is still an improved Bulldogs team. We all know that. How do you think they'll do at the Indian Reservation in Gaffney?
Well, that's a tough challenge. Everyone knows going to the reservation's tough, especially for Bowling Springs. They're without Josh Murph, who's their tailback, who's done amazing things this year. If they can overcome that, they'll have a good game. But still, the Bulldogs should be proud of the way they've started. 4-1 right now going into Gaffney. That's pretty good.
Fantastic. Well, we've got a lot to look forward to. Again, we're in Week 6 of football action. This is Herald-Journal sports writer Jason Gilmer, and I'm Ashley Stevens. You just tuned in to GoUpstate.com's Friday Night Preview.